Good morning, Dr. Samara. Thank you for that kind introduction. And thank you for inspiring this theme today, dream work, teamwork. Well, about 2 weeks ago when I was talking to Dr. Samara, we were discussing a project and I said, good work. It's nice working with you. And she laughingly said, teamwork, make the dream work. And then I started thinking, I haven't done a sermon or a message on dreams or teamwork. And so that's what inspired this. And speaking of dream teams, I'd like to thank this dream team under the leadership of Dr. Stacy for pulling this service together and just for the stellar work that you've done with the Interfaith Temple. This theme today, your dream team. I know Eve doesn't like sports analogies, but I'm going to draw from sports today because we admire people that are in the public view, that are constantly on the screen in front of us in the news. Athletes, entertainers, because they produce excellence time after time. And we watch them do this more or less with a team. So dream teams are something that sports people like to talk a lot about. It came into more common usage and popularity in 1992 when the United States decided to send the best basketball players on earth to the Olympics because they had lost the last few gold medal rounds and they had years of dominance. I mean, decades, not years, decades, 50 or 60 years where they always won the gold medal. It was a given. But people used to say, is the Pope Catholic? Is the Pope Italian? It was just like that. Will the United States win the gold medal in basketball? But they didn't. So this dream team won. And I might add that the best basketball players on earth assembled were not a team, because when they went to practice against the best college basketball players, they were pros, they got beat over and over again. And then they had to find themselves into working as a team. So today I want you to think about the team that you've assembled in your life, or will assemble, hopefully, if you don't have one after you leave us here. You were not meant to go at life's journey alone. One source, for those of you that don't know, which is my name for God, I refer to God, wants you to have a team to support you during your life. Now, we all start out with a nucleus of a team or a core team to help us in life. It's already in place, which is God, your angels, your guides, saints, and ancestors. This is your spiritual team. Now, you have to be attuned to them and seek their wisdom and guidance and apply it in your life. They can only help you on the level on which you are at any point in time in your life. If you're not excellent, they can't guide you towards excellence because you're not ready. They'll meet you where you are. You can't get that big score, the win, or achieve that ultimate goal. So there's several things that you have to do. Now, I want you to get this. There's several things that you have to do to make the team work. The spiritual team that's already on your side that wants you to achieve and succeed. And the first thing is that you have to unmute the voice of God within and listen to what you are being guided to do. Unmute the voice of God within and listen to what you're being guided to do. This requires the spiritual discipline of prayer and meditation to make sure you are congruent about your mission and heard correctly. You got to hear, you got to listen, then you have to apply it. One source does not speak faintly or in a foreign language that you can't understand. It's clear, highly instructive, and concise. Kind of like the instructions one source gave to Noah about building the ark, or when Moses received the tablets of the 10 Commandments. I love that movie, Holy Moses, when Gene Wilder's walking down the mountain and he has 15 commandments and he trips and drops one. But before he does that, he says, the Lord God has set these, and he trips and drops what it says, these 10 commandments. But you get the point. One source speaks to you clearly about your mission, about what you should be doing in your life. I mentioned congruence, or you have to be congruent about the guidance you heard from above. Congruence is a product of what I call the 4 C's of destiny. The first one is clarity. As I said, you have to discern and know what your mission is. The second one is commitment. Commitment is a total buy-in to what you've heard and what God told you your path should be and what your ultimate goal should be. Then it's confidence. Confidence means you did the work. You did the work and you prepared yourself for the task. And finally, you have to have a state of calm. It means you're not going to panic in the face of adversity or the first obstacle that you think may prevent you from reaching your goal. You know, when Peter and the disciples were out in the boat and Christ came up on them walking on the water, they were amazed, and Peter said, "Hey, Jesus, I'm your boy. I want to do that. Teach me how to do that." And Jesus called him out of the boat. You all know this story. And I have to think that when Peter first stepped out, put his first foot out of the boat onto the water, and he felt that he could actually step onto it and the foot didn't sink. Then he got out there on the water and he was walking. He probably looked back at his disciples, his boys, and said, "Look at what I'm doing. Isn't this fantastic?" And then a wind came along. A wind came along and he lost faith in what he was doing, even though one source, the manifestation of one source was right in front of him. He fell below the waves. He was shown his greatness. So this is what you have to have going for you. You have to have those 4 C's, and you can't accomplish anything without them. And once you've done this spiritual work, you must do the earthly work. This involves education and acquiring the worldly skills you need to achieve your life's purpose. Nobody wants to support a team member who does not put in the work and has not mastered their craft or profession. You must give others, both in this world and the spirit realm, a reason to be on your team. I think most of you know who Kobe Bryant is. He was the great point guard for the LA Lakers. God bless his soul. He perished in a helicopter crash with his beautiful daughter. But he's an excellent example to reference here. He is arguably the best or second best point guard to ever play basketball and is on everybody's top 5 GOAT list. Kobe would be the first to arrive before practice, 3 hours, 4 hours before practice, before the rest of the team got there, and the last to leave 2 or 3 hours afterwards. When I think of Kobe, I think of what Longfellow said, and I used to quote this all the time to my daughter, Amber. "The heights by great men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, were toiling upward in the night." Kobe would not trust a team member who did not have a work ethic he could respect, who would not trust him with the ball in an intense situation. Many of the great players of Kobe's era wanted to be traded or drafted by them, or just simply find their way onto the great Lakers team because they knew there was a possibility to win a championship, which is why they played the game. It's why you play the game of life. That is to win, grab the ring, the ultimate prize, the end game, to achieve your goal, your purpose in life. This is why you play the game of life. Pope Francis said that that's why we are here, to determine what our gifts are and bring those gifts out to the world and have the impact that we're meant to have. Now that you've done all of this work in preparation, you are almost ready for your dream team. Remember, they are anointed. They're yours already. You just have to find them. You have to make room for them. Now, what does that mean? It means that many of us over the years have assembled a team that does not help us win. We have naysayers, haters, folks who put us down and sow doubt on our team and in our lives. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. We all have them. Kobe, as great as he was not only a team player, but he needed a team who matched his skill set. He wasn't a star or an egotist that went at it alone. He had an intensity, and he needed a team as well to boost his spirits and confidence. Shaquille O'Neal, another all-time great, whoever played the game, and he was on Kobe's team, never said to Kobe once when the game was on the line, "Hey, Kobe, don't take the winning shot. You know you can't make it." Imagine that. Somebody on your team telling you that. Well, many of us have members on our team or people in our lives that don't want us to take the winning shot. Dr. Samara, I'll say it again, as you always say. There are people in your life who don't want you to win or take your shot. They want to remain mired in a state of fear. And they want you to remain mired in that state of fear and settle for less than all you can be and all you were meant to be. Don't be mired down in fear like them. Prepare yourself to take the shot, no matter where you are in your life. You should always remember that it's never too late to take your winning shot. It's never too late to find your dream team, to pull yourself together and make yourself all you can be, and the dream team will appear. And once you have done all this, as I said, the dream team will appear. They will seek you out. One source will send them. Ask one source to send them. They want you to play the game well. They want to play the game with you. You are an excellent manifestation of what one source intends for you. Your dream is to be the ultimate that you can be. Now, the dream team won't appear in your dreams. They will manifest physically in your life and spirit. They will manifest physically in your life and spirit. And once you have them, you're ready to proceed down your path and accomplish your highest purpose. Your dream team is not a dream, it's a reality. Many of us think that to achieve our highest purpose is a miracle or a dream come true. I'm here to tell you it's not. It's the natural order that the Creator intended for you. Again, it's not a miracle. It's not a great dream come true. It's what the Creator intended for each of us. Our highest perfection is our natural order. Our highest perfection is our natural order. You know, it's football season, and y'all won't be seeing me a lot on Sundays. I'm joking, but it's actually the first NFL Sunday. I'm excited about it. So I'm going to tell you a story about the greatest team to ever suit up and play the game of football. By all experts, they're regarded as the best. This was a 1992 Washington football team. This team had a signature play. It was called the Riggo drill, named after a star running back they had named John Riggins. The drill involved a version of what is called the jumbo formation. It's a play. It's usually meant to gain only a few yards, or if you're very near the goal line, it's meant to punch the ball over the goal into the end zone. Now, the Washington team's variation of this play involved them taking their biggest players. Some of them were 350 pounds plus, close to 400 pounds, the biggest line ever in football up until that point in time. And they would run in front of John, clearing the path, clearing the way. And Washington would run this play over and over again, not just for short yardage gain, over and over again. And they would eat up the clock and not let the opponent get the ball back, and they would score and win and put the game out of touch. It was something to behold. It was really something to behold. I was always excited, and everybody would just love to watch the Riggo drill. Now, the key here is that this team knew how to execute this play perfectly to advance the ball. And they also had faith in John, and that John was a master of his craft, confident, and would not drop the ball and fumble, and knew where the hole for him to run behind them would be. John did his homework. The players leading out in front of him did their homework. And they had faith in each other. And that's the key. You have to have faith in your team. They have to have faith in you. And you have to have faith in God. So in my closing message to you today, I want you to believe that there's a team out there for you. Find that team, believe in that team. Let them believe in you. Execute your version of the jungle formation as you journey down life's path. Be like John Riggins and give your teammates a reason to believe in you by doing the work, by putting in the work, by becoming excellent at your craft. Have faith in them as well. Instead of seeing big football players weighing 350 pounds plus clearing the path for you to journey down life's path and road, let your spirit team, with God at its core, with angels and ancestors and saints, clear the path for you of pitfalls and dangers and obstacles as your worldly teammates help you and exhort you to do your best so you can achieve your highest purpose. And if you do all of this, my friends, there will be no stopping you. Thank you. Amen.